NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dolphins of Tokyo. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
YOLO! 15!
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number one passing team in the NFL against the number one defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll look to run with A-Chain. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A-Chain once more, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Gotta be lying. 19 tight. 18, find in. Panther 11. 65 catch. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Youngblood. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw. Youngblood. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but it'll be second down. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Looking to throw. Youngblood. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He dumps it off to Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's able to find Melton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. A good pickup there at 22. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And they'll run here with Achane. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Finish the game. Finish the game.
Throw left side to Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Come back.
After 7-0, RDA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Higgins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Ross. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devon Achane from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Youngblood. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Youngblood. And that's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong.
Okay,
who has an
ready?
idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Warriors 70.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ross. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Youngblood. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Another catch from Melton. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This pass complete to Higgins. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Operating from the gun, Youngblood. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Youngblood. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Let's take it at around the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Youngblood. Got a man open. It's Ross. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 3rd down, Ross. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This from 32 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw.
He's able to find Martin.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
H.A. is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ross. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Mustang 19.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go. Buffalo 18. Check. Check smash. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Youngblood. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go. Ross. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Youngblood. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. This pass complete to Moulton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Complete to Paul Melton. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's Ross. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. There he goes, left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 92 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Youngblood. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
To throw on 3rd down, Youngblood. Flush to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now this
pass is intercepted. My goodness. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Now still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Drop 60, drop 60. Ready.
On first down, Youngblood.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ready, ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
65,
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes going to throw it here. To the sideline, he finds Melton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off and running with power here. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Youngblood. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Get it.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah McKenzie from a yard out.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Slide for the PAT.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Jets 17.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow. Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it.
Throw caught by H.A.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Easy.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging.